we are going to connect with one of the proud parent of Pravneet Singh, father, Kuljit sir, who has connected from straight from Delhi, and he's very happy because Pravneet has finally cracked USCPA exam, which is an internationally recognized exam, and many students, they actually dream of it. So, sir, how are you feeling at this point of time?
I'm feeling very happy. I think all the hard work which he has done has finally seen the results because it was not an easy exam. And with your coaching and Mr. Shami's guidance, he was able to get through. I'm totally elated, very happy, very happy. I mean, we were very tense that, this exam should get cleared. And finally it happened. Yes.
Right. And sir, before I actually start, asking some other questions. So my first question would be like, how important the family support is when it comes to the preparation of any, exam, especially this internationally recognized exam of USCPA. How important that support
Yeah.
is.
I think family support is very, very vital because already a child is undergoing so much of stress, so much of anxiety, there's so much of pressure on the child that, always have to keep the morale. You have to make sure that he gets a conducive environment so
Right.
that he can study and he can have least amount of distractions.
Right.
So in normal life there always are distractions, so you really have to give all the support, encouragement, positive feelings. So I think it is very vital, and I think any aspirant who is going in for the exam, parents need to understand that this is a very tough exam and it requires focus. And if there are distractions, then it will be really, really difficult for anybody to clear the exam. So it really requires a good environment, support. Of course, child hard work is also there, but that moral support is also very important so that the focus is not lost and the child is totally enthusiastic and has a confidence that tomorrow, even if I fail, at least I am not, I will not be like I have not committed a
Family.
crime or something. He
Right.
should not feel nervous,
Right.
right? So that way, support becomes very important. Yes.
And sir, I still remember the day when you were so much of, in a state of ambiguity to, choose the institute, and you finally chose our institute. And we gave you a
Yes.
commitment as to there will be a day when we will
Yeah.
be congratulating you, the day when Pravneet will actually become a USCPA. So that day has finally come. So what kind of
Yes.
remark would you like to give on that statement, the commitment we actually made to you, and it has finally
Yes.
come to
Yes.
yeah.
So really, really appreciate your institute and Mr. Shami. I think I personally spoke to him because somewhere I was not getting the confidence from the earlier institutions or coaching where he was taking, because coaching and institution plays a very vital role. So
Right.
I was really, really very much concerned that we get the right coaching, right mentorship. So I happened to speak to Mr. Shami, and he was so confident that uh, a lot of people don't are not that confident, but he was so confident. And I asked him, why, how you are so confident? He said, our methodology, our approach, our mentorship, all these things makes our success rate very high. And he proved it, because in between also, when we were giving exam one after another, I used to talk to him, and his kind of coaching, mentorship, guidance, I was also a part of the discussion when he used to have discussion with my son. And I could really make out that he's so good and he knows his subject so much well. Not only subject, but how to prepare and how to study. So all these things matter a lot, because and he used to take a lot of interest. It was like uh, you know some teachers don't take interest in students, but he was taking a lot of pain, interest, encouraging, motivating, telling them this is how you should do, this is how you should prepare. So hats off to him, he did a wonderful job. I really appreciate his efforts, interest, and the way he has a total approach. not many institution has, and this is one of the institution where Mr. Shami has that approach. So I really want him to continue this way only, because that really, helps students to gain confidence. And I really wish him all the best. I think he's done an outstanding job, I would say. Yeah.
Right. So, when it comes to motivation, so it actually serves as a base to crack any exam, especially if you talk about this USCP exam as well. And many a time situation happened wherein, Prabmeet was, always motivated by Shami sir from time to time. And even you were also the one in conference call many a times when, collectively he was motivated. So how important the motivation plays
Yes.
a role in the journey of any exam when it comes to the preparation part?
Yes, yes. I think motivation is very, very important, because it is like a glue, it is like a glue, because as I told you, there are so many distractions. You're doing your job also. Then there are other family concerns. We all live in an uncertain world. You don't know, any problem can come anytime. We're living in such an uncertain, volatile world. And then on top of that, you're doing a job also. Job pressure is also there. So you really have to pull out and focus. For that, motivation becomes very important, because and motivation comes when you know your purpose. If the purpose is very clear, then motivation is something which comes, right? Every day, one cannot be motivated. But if you know your purpose, this is why you are doing, that clarity should come. And I think this is where your institution was also encouraging the student, Prameet, that this is what the light you will see at the end of the tunnel. This is the purpose of doing a CPA. This is how you're contributing to your career as well as to the community. So that messaging which was given, and plus, of course, as I told you in the beginning, personally, also we were making sure that all, there are no distraction, all positive support is given to him. So in totality, I would say in a nutshell that purpose was made very clear by the institution, and that purpose really helped him going and being motivated throughout the journey.
Right.
Yes.
So my next question to you, Kuljit sir, would be like, how important actually the personal connectivity of the teacher with the student plays one-on-one, if there is one-on-one connectivity with the student by the mentor. So how important is that when it comes to, crack or ace any exam?
I think it is super critical. One-on-one coaching, one-on-one mentoring, because at the end of the day, when you're taking a class, you're taking class with all the students.
Right.
But when it comes to one-on-one coaching, I think that is, and that too, exam like this. Sorry, 1 minute. And
Sure.
that too, an exam like this. And that too, an exam like this, it becomes, which is one of the very tough exams. It's not an easy exam. A lot of people say, oh no, CA is more tough, CPA is not tough. A lot of controversies go in the market. But let me tell you, any exam you take, especially these exams, they are really tough, because they test how much you are applying yourself, right? Questions are tricky, it requires thorough preparation. It requires not only testing skills, it also requires your time management. So all these things, require a coach who knows the student. He can always tailor his coaching when he does one-on-one meetings. So I think this is what Mr. Shami was doing. When it was a one-on-one meeting, Mr. Shami he knew Prameet very well. He knew his strengths and weaknesses. That reflects a good teacher. So he knew his strengths and weaknesses, and he accordingly told him, this is how you should prepare. These are the sections which you should focus more on. This is how you should keep your time management. This is how much score you should achieve. Then only you should go for the exam.
Right.
So I think mentoring one-on-one is experienced by taking training from AKPIS, Mr. Shami. All hats off to him. I think words are less to praise him. Very good.
So in the end, what kind of message would you actually like to convey even to the students or for the to the parents even who are find themselves in a confusing or ambiguous state of mind to choose the right institute rather for the USCPA preparation?
Yeah. So I would say that, and from my own personal experience, definitely you should be talking to the teacher. Definitely you should discuss that what is the approach, what according to you, because he's your child, what according to you are his strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, all these children are grown up. They understand the responsibility, but I think the students and the parents together should have one conversation with the trainer also. Because it's a teamwork. I would say it's a teamwork. The student, the
Exactly.
parent, and the trainer should all, sit together and discuss. And then as a team, they should be going ahead. And I think this was what encouraged by Mr. Shami. He never hesitated talking to me. Because
Right.
some institutes say, oh, they are parents, why should we talk to them?
Right.
Right? Usually. And today all parents are educated. We also, studied. We also know that how
Exactly.
such big exams are. So if you know this, even if you don't know, but you can always judge that how the training institution is. And this is exactly what I did. Took Prameet, myself, and Mr. Shami, and we all together worked as a team. Although my contribution was least and in the back end, but I was always knowing that that my son is in the safe hands. So talking to the trainer and tell his confidence, his mentoring on one-on-one, the material which he gave, the exam papers which were given, the recordings which were shared. So I think it's also an amalgamation of all these things. So you have to look at the everything in totality and then select an institute. So I'm very happy that we selected the right institute, and we are very thankful to you and your team, and Mr. Shami in particular, that his coaching, mentoring, and his confidence in the beginning. But I still remember him saying, "Don't worry, it will be done." So that confidence itself, ignited so much of excitement that we are in the right hands.
Right. So before I actually conclude this meeting, so my last question would be like, so there was a study plan which was designed and eventually modified from time to time as per the standards they were set over there and performance report as reflected by the artificial intelligence based system. So how, if I specifically talk about this study plan plays a crucial role in the preparation of this USCP exam, especially for Prabneet when it comes to the study plan, because it has always been an endeavor of Shami ji to, design a study plan for each and every student. And he did this even in Prabneet's case, and which was eventually revised from time to time.
Yes, yes. So I think that study plan, and really appreciate latest technology being used, right? Uh, Artificial intelligence, we all hear now, we are seeing it practically getting implemented. And it was, as you told, it was very much tailored and customized as per the student's need. And in this case, Prameet's case. So definitely that played a very every data was there, and accordingly proper suggestions were given, and yes, I would say it was very helpful. Yes.
So thank you so much, Kuljit sir, for giving your precious time and feedback to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and I really wish your institute all the best. You're doing a fantastic job, and I again congratulate Mr. Shami and wish him all the best. I want him to continue the good job and work which he's doing for the community, for the students, and for creating more USCPS. So all the best, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.